Hi, Teresa. Okay, fun project. Indeed. I love this project. Such a great project because it's an exercise in creativity as well as an exercise in illustration, as well as an exercise in story narrative development. So it's just such a great exercise. It's such a great assignment. So glad you're enjoying it. Wait till we get to the next one. Talk about a fun assignment. You're going to love it. Okay, yeah, let's jump right to it. Okay, so the first thing I notice when I open this is it's that blue just reaches out and smacks you right in the face. And I think in an overpowering way. I think the blue is just, it's totally overtaking the composition. I would recommend not using that and really, really decide how you're going to establish a background color in a way that it doesn't interfere with or take over the composition or the composition, the picture plane is taken over by this blue, and it's just so hard to get past the blue. The visual weight is overwhelming in the composition. So I definitely recommend a softer approach to that. The teeth that are connecting, I think it's a great idea to use the teeth to establish this kind of connecting the dots, so to speak. But one tooth straight up and down, oriented just perfectly. It's not as interesting as it could be. What I would do is I'd add three teeth in between each frame, okay, and rotate one, maybe go this way, and one going this way, and then one a little bit that way, and then change those up so that it looks like these teeth are just kind of randomly scattered around the path, okay, instead of so perfectly placed in a perfect, vertical orientation. Do you see what I'm saying? The shape of this tooth right here looks real. It looks great. The shape of these two teeth don't. I would definitely replace these teeth with this shape and then add their faces accordingly. Um, this guy kind of floating out of the mouth. He's got wings. He's dead. His eyes are crossed. I love it. He's going to heaven. He's got the halo. It's just so great. What I would consider doing is moving this portion down in the composition, maybe even reducing the scale of this whole area right here and increasing that, just to add a little emphasis on that because it's just such a unique and fun and great idea and wonderful presentation indicating that the tooth has died and it's going to heaven. It's fantastic. Um, okay, so the illustrations are working. I think they're working very, very well. One thing I would recommend is okay, so we get here to this point. So, okay, toothache, dead, toothache, there's the guilty tooth. Toothache, I'm wondering if right here, how can we maybe have her looking at her phone, holding her phone, looking at her phone, so we realize she's about to make a phone call. Then go to the phone here with the signal to the dentist's office. Good depiction of a dentist's office, by the way. However, I would put that in maybe a smaller building. This seems to be a really tall building, and normally dentist's office, we don't associate dentist's office with a big, tall building like this. At least, I don't know, I think most dentist's offices now are smaller, maybe one or two floors in a smaller medical building, right? So I think that would make a logical connection between this graphic here and the fact that this is indeed a dentist office. Okay, so I think that makes sense. Calendar looks great. She's not going to wait that long. Frustration, gets the idea. Boom, there's the drill. I would like to see a frame, honestly, between this frame here and this frame, where the actual drill, you're showing some motion in the drill, and that tooth is getting yanked out. I think that would be so interesting. Might be a tall order to fill. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's the communicative value is perfect. It's very, very easy to understand what's going on here. Okay, but I would like to see some action. I'd like to see the solution in action. So in other words, she's got her hand on the drill and you see this drill spinning and yanking that tooth out. I think that would just add a lot of visual interest. Then of course, tooth going to heaven, great. And then happy girl. So great ending, good solution, good implementation, really intuitive storyline. So those are really my only comments. But anyways, yeah. So definitely, if you want to keep working on this in a resubmit, please do. I'll be glad to provide additional comments. So if you want to post again before Sunday's deadline, that's great. If not, we'll just looking forward to seeing it work on Sunday. So, but it definitely any questions at all, please don't hesitate to let me know. All right, thanks, Teresa. Good job.